we're going to show you from the basically zero sales, and you can see right here that over the last 30 days this account has done over the $110,000 in the sales. I will show you the refresh right here. We are also going to show you logging into my account live in real time down in my computer to show you that this isn't anything crazy. I know there's a lot of the haters out there that like to pretend all sort of the things are fake and this that, but like always, I'm going to show you the actual real legit evidence inside of my computer. So let's go right now. So this right here is our Amazon login. We're actually going to the quick login, and you can see that I'm actually sending us one-time password that I'm actually need to get from my phone right here. So we are going to actually type this in 025646 and we are going to sign into this account. What we are going to do is we are going to show you guys literally in the last 30 days. If we log down, it's taking the second to the vote that the sales are going to eventually pop up right here in the last 30 days over $110,000. But we are also going to show you the something very cool, right? Because they actually had basically zero sales before that. So what this video is going to be about is I'm going to be showing you how anyone anywhere with just a few or even one product or an Amazon FBA, if you know how can go from basically zero. You can see right here at the beginning of the months all the way up to $110,000 in the sales. So we are actually going to put the custom right here, and we are going to go back a month to the beginning of May, right? We can see that if we're Google and type what days it today, we are Wednesday, June 3rd, June 3rd again right here. So if we look at the 51 to the June 3rd and click apply to the see, there's 112,000 in the sales. But the cool thing is right here was this account was only getting like 100 of the sales a day, and you can see right here we did what we are about to teach you in this video, right? This actually jumped up as was getting thousands of the dollars in the sales a day. You can see right here it got almost 8,000, 7,000, 8,700 in the sales, right? That's what we are going to be teaching you in this video, how anyone anywhere can do that, and stick with us all the way until the end. We are actually going to be showing you 3 different real products that I personally myself have sold in the past to give you an idea. I really tangibly what the real product that real people, everyday people out there are actually selling and making thousand, if not the tens of the hundred of the thousands of the dollars actually doing. So make sure you stick with us till the end. What we want to show you today is very legit, fast, actually explain on what Amazon FBA is, right? FBA standard, the fulfilled by Amazon. You buy products in the bulk from the China or from the manufacturer in the USA, and you sell them individually on Amazon. Now, how that's any different from the business model like Walmart use as well? It's actually very similar to the who else, but the big and major difference, if you don't have the guess right, you already know what's the selling on Amazon, then you just make the improvement version with the better picture and the better optimizations, and you actually start to take those sales, right? And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that in this video. I'm going to show you how the number of the of the underground software tool that one of the top one sellers are using for Amazon. That's by far the most accurate and also the most affordable. And as always, I'm going to give you guys the best the discount code available anywhere in for it, and teach you how to sign up completely for free trial, and how now, like always, I've gone all the research for you. All the big software platform out there for Amazon, right? They pull information from the basically the same place, right? And so what it comes down to is how often those software updates the informations, and then how much those software cost, because some of these softwares out there want to waste your time and want to drastically overcoach you and take advantage of you, because you don't know the difference, right? But like I always done the research for you, and so the best software by the far actually update and affordability is called Zonebase. Now they do have the completely free 7-day trial. You just come to zonebase.com and press the get started for free. If you already know for sure what you think Amazon's for you, which is how I was, and you just want to dive all the right, you can actually just come back and click the picture. Now they have the really cool actual systems where you can pay either monthly or you can pay yearly. If you pay yearly, there's a significant discount for only 67 months for everything, but as always, I'm going to give you guys a little bit later on in the video deepest discount code available anywhere to make this like truly ridiculous deal, by far the best deal in any Amazon software. So this is inside Zonebase. Now what we are going to the focus of the primarily in this video is how to find the winning products, because if you find the winning products for the Amazon, everything else is so much less difficult, right? You have a good product, you can do then everything becomes so much harder. So what we are going to be using is actually show you how to do this in the actual tool called Azan Research. Now Zone Research has so many different aspects, but some of the things that I really like the best are they have both products and keywords. Different aspects, but some of things that I really like the best are they have both products and the keywords, and they have something called presence. Now as the beginner, right, it might be overwhelming, all these different categories and all these different categories and all these different filters and things like that. And so what I like to do is show people presence. Now what we represent, the presenter, what the experts on the Zonebase have actually determined to give you the best podcast for you to understand what makes a good podcast on Amazon. So if we actually click the base here, you can see that these categories automatically update to exclude the bad categories like CDC and Vinies and apps like games and all of this stuff. It also pre-producted if the filters right here, because anything less than 13 is not going to be good product on Amazon. You can't make any money, right? You don't want to sell things like have more than 30,000 in the revenue, because that attracts all the negative sellers. The most important thing is reviews, right, being under 100 reviews on the average. So what we are going to do is we are going to the quick search, and now what Subbase is going to do is it's going to go out and search through the millions and the millions and the tens of the millions of the products, and it's going to bring you back the result that match this criteria, right? And the cool things about this is actually happens in real time, so you can see all these different sexual products here that meet those criteria and have $30,000 in the revenue. You can see those 200,000 different entries, but one of the other cool things that I like is the keywords right here. Right, one of the big problems that beginners face with Amazon is they will actually do a search, right, and they will find one of products, right, like the single basketball that looks great, right. It has 3 review doing 30,000 a month, and then you think to yourself, wait, maybe I should sell a basketball, but the problem is, right, all the other basketball on the page won't have 10,000 reviews, right? So if you search by the keywords, what is allows you to do is it actually will allow you to show the keywords in the general that meet the current that you actually set. So if we are going to hide the tickets as the present here, and then it will actually auto populate the categories, auto populate the filters here. You can see these advantage filters as well. We are going to the quick search. What Zonabase is going to do is it's going to go out and find us the keywords that match these actual categories and match these actual filters. So what we can then actually start to research these individual keywords. You can see this over the 1,184 with all these really specific filters. And so what we would do then is we can actually go with the view some of these podcasts on the Amazon. So I don't even know what this is, but it says the Corsa Mufflet. So let's take a look at the Corsa Mufflet. Okay, so it's the car part, right? Automotive is the huge on the Amazon. It actually is the category you need to appropriate to sell it in, but it's actually not that hard to do it if you do know how. And so what we are going to do is we are going to do to actually check out the difference one right here. We are going to do the Diamond Age Infinity Bow line. Let's go to the next one, and what we are going to do is we are going to go to the bathroom. Then is 60-inch, right? So it's basically the pretty big bathroom Vanny, which I think is the like a mirror, actually not 100 sure. Okay, so it's basically like a bathroom thing that also has like some mirrors or something like that. I'm not like an interior design type of the guy, but you can see this podcast here very few reviews, and there's the ton of the actual have very high prices. And so if we run, that's called the zone-based Chrome extension, right, what things is going to do, it's going to bring up in real time the live results for these keywords, right? Bathroom Vanny 60-inch, and even though this doesn't have the ton of the actual unlimited monthly search, you can see that a lot of the revenue here is super high, right? This has one review and does $200,000 a month. Now the reason that the Zona base is so interesting is because the most of the beginners, they scared of the selling expensive products, right? But if you actually search right tickets here, as the present, you are going to see the bunch of the high ticket more expensive products, right? And then that's the where you're going to have less competitions, because there's going to be less people who are selling them, because the beginners are just naturally scared of the selling more expensive podcasts. And so you can look through all of this right here. So many different podcasts here to actually look at. I like to look at podcasts then don't actually have the brand names in them, and then go ahead to sell this, because you don't want to sell things that are trade market and things like that, because you are just going to have the time if you are do that another way in that actually make this a little bit faster is to come up here and go to the hundreds entries instead of the just looking at the 10, and that way we are actually able to see a bunch of the more stuff all this the same time. So we are going to scroll down to the we can see what there's a bunch of the different stuff here. So let's go to the NASA and actually go to the 12-inch chick. I think this is probably like the speaker or the something like that. But I guess we are see that a couple of these seconds, yes. So again, speakers right here a little bit more affordable, like in the 80 to the 200 range, that the $1,000 for the venue. But the point is, you guys wanted to go to the against of the grain, right? Don't do the what everybody going to all the time. You always wanted to make the little irritation. Do what work and use the filters that work, but then change things a little bit, right? Make the price a little bit lower, make the actual revenue a little bit higher, and the creative and I think outside the box. Now, like I said before, I was going to share with you the deepest discount available anywhere, and it's actually the providable discount that I actually only share with my students, so people don't share this outside of the video. What we are going to do is we are going to the press yearly, and we are going to the press choose the plan. Now once we press choose a plan, right, we are going to enter some basic information, and once we are actually click the started onto this next page, you just come down here, fill all the basic information, and the right here we have where it says do you have the promo card. You actually just enter back the brass 50, and you can see right here that even though this is the best deal, right, if you get one podcast products that works, even the kind of it's going to be very easy to make the 80 100 in the year, right? So you're actually getting this the full year, but with our discount, right, this is actually drops 50, which takes this down to the like 30 a month or something crazy for all the tools, right? So that is the deepest, most secret, most exclusive discount. I don't know how long it's going to be around. It might be going to the 24 hours from now, 48 hours from now. So if you are serious about the Amazon and you're always wanted to decide on Amazon, lock this into the, because I honestly don't know how long I'm going to be around. And so what we are going to do, we are going to look at a couple more products and kind of evaluate what we want to see after we actually break down through the products search instead of the website. So we are going to open a few more actual products here instead of my screen friendings Bath bombs. I love this type of the random products that just aren't necessarily a brand name. That what's looking for the right when I'm looking through these different keywords and postcards that we find instead of the zone base. Once some of this opens, what it's going to do is we are actually going to run to the zone base Chrome extension, and then once we are actually started the zone base Chrome extension is going to pull live data from the Amazon about all of these different products that we are actually instead, and we don't have the trademark, it's a brand and the name, the right to the fresh change bathrooms, for example. And these are the type of the products that people are not looking for, they not thinking about the right. These are the type of the products that you can actually start to make the significant amount of the money on Amazon with if you have the special capital that you can get started with. And you can see right here once of the zona based Chrome extension actually leads the real-time data. This freestanding bathtub does 56,000 amounts, 97,000 amounts, 103,000 amounts, 22,000 amounts, right? Ridiculous actual amount of this random freestanding bathtubs are doing, right? And so I wanted to show you guys just a couple of examples of the products that I actually myself have sold in the past, so you can get an idea of what are some of these type of the things that I actually look for in the product. So we are going to go into Amazon and we are actually going to type spinning colored wheel. Now this is the product that we used to sell a time ago, where you can basically, you might wonder why would people actually want these things? Well, people use these things all the time to like make videos or content or ads or the corporate events or things like that. And we found this just doing product research on the zone base, and we designed a different colored wheel that had more stuff, that had like little like the majestic icons you could stick on for things that we knew through doing marketing research and talking to the people that an actual buyer on this would want to write. So just copying it in exactly is never going to work in the long term. You want to actually improve the podcast products that you sell by the looking at the negative reviews, seeing what people don't like, improving it your and actually talking to the people that you think might be a buyer for this type of the products, and see that they want and then once you have the understanding that for the right, you can actually create a superior products that is going to the actually last longer. Another example of the products we are sold in the past is what's called the cheese board. Now the cheese board is something that people who like wine and cheese and serve things like that, at higher hours actually will get for people and to serve the patterns of the food. Now there's a lot of the different type of the extra cheese broths. There's like the wooden ones, the ones that it actually decided to sell where the cheese states. Now specifically the type of the cheese broth that we decided to sell was sweaters that had actually cutlery on them, and then a lot of the people started creating similar ones and stuff like that, but we had already made the significant amount of the money actually selling them. And another example of the products that we sold was actually called the scratch of the map. Now they're gone down significantly in the popularity, but a few years ago when we actually noticed this and we really started to sell them, these products were selling like crazy. And the cool thing about these products is they're so cheap and actually make it right. Our videos cost from the China all the way into the USA was $2, and we were selling it for the 19.99 to 24.99 or even during the Christmas as much as the 29.99, making a significant profit margin. And really that's how Amazon FBA works. It's the host model, that the same model that the Walmart use, but just improved. And one of the interests where Amazon does all of the fulfillment work on your behalf. All you have to do is just define the products using Amazon tools like the zone base that meet the criteria that you set. And you want to learn more about Amazon FBA, we actually do an industry program for this time, even where you can learn how to create an awesome Amazon business or less than it cost for the nice dinner. Or if you want to learn more about it, click here in the link below. First link in the description of if you want to learn more about the Amazon FBA and making money online. We have brand new amazing playlist coming to you live in 3, 2, 1. See you there.